Welcome to Cheap Joe's Art Stuff. My name is Julie and I'm here to impart some knowledge to you today via a 2-minute art tip. And today we're going to be talking about watercolor paper surfaces. I had some questions about this, and also viewers asking me like what my favorite surface is. Well, it depends. It depends on what I'm doing and what the original idea is. And let me tell you why. If you're not familiar with watercolor paper surfaces, and honestly, I really wasn't when I started here at Cheap Joe's. In art school, they really didn't tell us much of anything about material. And I had to learn on the fly and quick. So I wanted to share some knowledge with you guys today that maybe can help you navigate this kind of decision about what surface that you're choosing. As you may or may not know, we'll just go ahead and grab us a piece of paper here so I can demonstrate what I'm talking about. But watercolor paper, like the really, really good kind, is actually made from a slurry of cotton fiber and water and sizing and stuff like that. When the mold or this wire mesh form actually passes through the vat of slurry, it's picking up fibers irregularly as it goes through. They just kind of land on there in whatever arrangement they so choose. And then you'll get a decal along the outside edges because the fibers are just kind of sticking and overhanging as they lay down. When that sheet comes out the other end, there's various treatments that they can do to that surface. However, if they choose to do nothing to it at all and just kind of let it be what it is, then you have rough watercolor paper, which means that you have the irregularity of the way that the fibers laid down on the surface just as they occurred. So you have a very artisanal kind of rough tooth to that paper because of all the irregularities of the fibers laying down. Some people really, really dig this. It has a very artsy quality and you get a lot of happy accidents because you have less control because the surface is so kind of irregular. I myself, I can create accidents all on my own, thanks. So rough for me, just particularly, is not my favorite, but I've seen some amazing things happen on rough watercolor paper, and artists do just completely astounding things on that surface. So then we go to the next surface, which is cold press. And the only difference between rough and cold press is that the paper as it comes out is actually pressed between two cold rollers. There's no heat applied. It's just actually, it's kind of like, as I've described it before, ironing your shirt without the iron plugged in, so you're getting the benefit of the pressure, but not actually the heat. And so what happens is some of that tooth is actually smushed down and you don't have quite as an irregular or high tooth on a cold press. Now, most of you folks that are out there and have some experience in watercolor were likely trained on a cold press surface. And cold press is by far the most popular, and it's because so many people kind of get used to it and understand the way it behaves, and then they just kind of stick there. And that's totally fine. I use cold press quite a bit. And then the next surface that I wanted to talk to you about is actually called soft press. This came along, probably 20 years ago, I guess, or more. What it is it's a next step smoother from cold press. The paper comes out and is actually put through a series of rollers on a low heat. So again, like ironing your shirt on a low heat setting. And so you have more of the tooth lay down and you actually achieve a softer surface with a less toothy surface. There were several manufacturers that offered a soft press variety. Now I believe that we only carry like two, I think Lana and maybe Fabriano. it's not as common, and people aren't as familiar with it, and so they're a little bit fearful to try it, but it's absolutely beautiful. And if you are into detailed work, or maybe you do some drawing on top with your watercolor and stuff like this, it is a great surface to look at. It's absolutely beautiful. And then our last one is actually hot press, and as you can imagine, it's the smoothest of all of the watercolor surfaces that we offer, because the paper is actually milled and then rolled through heated rollers, which actually basically irons the cotton fibers down like it would if you ironed your shirt. And so you get a beautiful, slick, silky smooth surface. It's great for drawing, it's great for pen and ink, it's great for, you know, watercolor, and, you know, all kinds of other applications that maybe the tooths of the other surfaces aren't quite as conducive. If you've ever wondered a little bit about watercolor surfaces, these can be maybe a help to kind of clear things up and help you in your decision making when you're shopping for new papers and stuff. So we hope that you enjoy.